Alright, in this video I'm going to be talking about my top 10 most played games on Steam. So just purely by hours of playtime. Let's just jump into it. Number 10 is Reiter and Item Shop's Tale at 53.5 hours. So this is an older game from like 2007, and it is a dungeon crawler game where you go in, you get items in the dungeon and sell them in your item shop. And that's that cycle. It's a very addicting cycle of gameplay. It's got cutesy anime style, and they actually very recently just announced an HD remake out of nowhere, which is crazy to me. I'll definitely be playing that because I loved this game. It's so much fun because it's a game I don't think about all the time, but when I do think about it, I'm like, man, that was a good ass time. Number 9 is Fall Guys at 56.3 hours. I don't play a lot of multiplayer games, but this is one of those games where it was really fun to play co-op. I haven't played in a while, maybe like 3-4 years. There was that period of time where I just, would get my buddies like, hey, want to do some runs? And I love the concept. Like, I don't know how the game has changed since then, but that battle royale style of just jumping through the fun little mini games, very cutesy style. I just found it a very fun loop of, just one more run. I would like to go back at some point. There's like 9 achievements or something I never got. I have fond memories of one of the rare sort of co-op games I play. Number 8 is Be A Landlord at 65.1 hours. This is a slot machine deck building. You're trying to basically just make enough money each month to pay your rent. And you do that by buying symbols of different symbols that interact with each other in your slot machine, and they'll do combos and stuff. And then your eventual goal is to kill your landlord. It's really, really fun. I think what I loved about this game is I love deck building games in general. But this one had a really fun achievement list of like, all right, can you remove a crow 1 spin before it would give -3 coins? Or have a chef increase the value of 5 or more symbols during a spin? The symbols interact in really interesting ways and do really interesting things. And so for me, just, all right, let's beat the game, but let's try to complete as many of these achievements. You'll see on this list, it's a very recurring trend of like games that have a lot of fun achievements are the ones that really suck me in. This one's no exception. I thought it was very fun. I will say the one thing about this game is I don't have 100% on it because I feel like the last few achievements are kind of a slog. Like, I think it's a great game, and I think overall, because I have 177 out of 186. And up to that point, I think it was a really, really fun ride. The last 9 are like, beat it 1,000 times or whatever. Like, it's a little too much. Like, the game's great, but once I've gotten all the achievements, I'm not really incentivized to just play it over and over and over again just to beat it. But still, great game. Highly recommend it to those who have not played it. It's still very, very fun. And that achievement hunt up to that point, wow, really, really fun stuff. Number 7 is Vampire Survivors at 79.9 hours. Haven't played the Castlevania stuff yet, but everything achievement-wise, I have a perfect achievement, all of them. So far, anyway. This is a game that's always constantly adding more achievements. That's why I always have to dive back in and get the new ones. But for those who haven't played it, you just walk around and you shoot weapons. It's kind of like bullet hell, and you just level up and you add weapons to your repertoire, and you're just trying to survive. A very simple game in concept, but honestly, very addicting. The different weapons are super fun. There's a lot of really fun unlockables. Yeah, this one it's a time suck. I will say, once you get really good at the game, then it's kind of a cakewalk, but that's fine. Like, again, this is a game that has a ton of achievements, tons of, things to unlock. I love that kind of stuff. Very, very fun. Number 6 is Slay the Spire. That's at 80.3 hours. This is a game I really need to get back into, especially now that the sequel is coming or something, right? I heard something about that. Fantastic game, though. And I actually reviewed the board game as well. I really liked that game as well. Card-based deck builder. What can I say? It's great. Super fun combat. Really fun combos. There's a reason why so many games, ripped this formula off. Phenomenal deck building game, and I know for those who watch my board game reviews or know what I like about board games, deck building is my favorite genre. So Slay the Spire, it hits. I have like 26 out of 46 achievements, which isn't that good. It's one of those games in my sort of to-do list. When I have some time, I'd love to dive back in and just fully complete it because it is a really engrossing game. Number 5 is Hades at 93.6 hours. Just an incredible game. I love roguelites, and the combat is so slick. It's so satisfying. The writing and the acting is so good in it. And the achievements were so fun to get. And I was so impressed at how much content there is in this game. Like, it's a game where you're trying to escape and, you know, kill your dad Hades. Inevitably in the beginning you'll die early, and you just, you know, but you keep, you know, progress, and you're just trying to unlock stuff as you go. Oh, I had such an amazing time with this game. I binged it so hard. Back when I did my LaCroix video, I had so much leftover LaCroix, and I associate LaCroix with Hades because I was just like pounding LaCroix while just playing Hades non-stop. I'm very excited for Hades 2. I'm intentionally not playing it because I want to wait till it's fully done before I dive in, because I know when I dive in I'm going to be uncontrollable. But it is a game that is absolutely worth the hype, just in every single way. What an amazing game on all factors. Number 4 is Divinity Original Sin 2. That's 111.2 hours. This is one that it's interesting. Like, I enjoyed the game. I played it co-op with friends over the pandemic. And I have fond memories of that because, like, it was just, you know, playing a whole adventure with your friends. But I will say, I'm just not a high fantasy guy. It's something I really struggle with getting interested in the lore and stuff like that. So I think the gameplay in this was very solid. Like, I did like that aspect of it, the strategizing and such. But I don't remember a single thing that happens in that game. And I played 111.2 hours of it. And that's nothing on the game. Like, if you like this kind of game, it's a very good game. But unfortunately, I don't remember much about the plot. And my friend will be like, that's because you didn't read anything. Well, it's a lot of reading. Also, something that will bother me forever is that, so when we started the game, a friend of mine was like, oh, maybe I have a mod we can do to turn on quality of life stuff. We'll make walking faster. And I was like, actually, I prefer to, you know, play it vanilla just to get the actual game experience. And he was like, sure, and he turned it off. But because he turned it on once, I didn't get any of the achievements, except for like the first 5. It's one of my most played games, but I have to look at this 5 out of 97 when I beat the entire game. It's just gonna bother me forever. 5 out of 97. I played 111 hours. Great. Number 3 is Stardew Valley at 255.4 hours. Just an amazing game. I have all the achievements on it, a perfect file. I mean, I had 100% before all the updates, and so I went back and, you know, did it again. And including that stupid arcade game, you know, which actually, it was kind of fun to do. An incredible game. I love that kind of farming stuff, and just the sheer amount of content packed into this. I love checklists. I loved getting all the recipes. The mine alone is like an incredible game. Like, I love going down to the mine. The fishing, oh, it's just, for me, a game where I have like 5 sheets of paper out, I'm checking off like, all right, I gotta do this in this month and do this in this month. To other people, that might sound like torture, but to me, that's the kind of game, that's my shit. If you haven't played Stardew, I mean, he's added so much to it, and man, the island stuff was phenomenally fun. Great game. Just be warned, if you like this kind of game, it will shatter you. Like, it's one of those games that is just dangerous. You will just play it forever. Number 2 is Sid Meier's Civilization 5 at 325.6 hours. Yeah, 5 was the one I played first. I haven't played 6 yet because I have this weird thing where I kind of want to complete all of 5, even though that's so insane. For those who haven't played it, it's an extremely addicting, just one more turn, like a Civ builder. It's like you're putting down your little things on the hexes and growing it out, and very, very addicting. So it can get a little repetitive sometimes, but when you have that itch, boy, is it a game to just jump into and just go for. I don't know if I'll ever 100% it. I have all the expansion stuff, all the DLC stuff, but there are some like special mission stuff that seem a little annoying to get, so I don't know if this is one I'll ever do. I kind of want to, but part of me is like, maybe I should just move on to Civ 6 because I hear good things about it. And finally, number 1, the king is Balatro at 351.7 hours. I have 100%ed it. I've gotten every achievement, so yes, that means I gold staked every Joker. Or gold stickered, I should say. It's one of the best games I've ever played. Poker, sort of deck building roguelike game where you get jokers that do powers, and you manipulate your cards, whether it's their suits or their abilities, and you just play poker hands, and that's it. But oh my god, it's a genius game. Maybe I should just do a video where I answer questions about it, because again, I'm one of the few people who has 100%ed it entirely. And also, I think 351 hours is a pretty good time for that. And actually, annoyingly, like 20 hours of that was spent just trying to find one fucking Joker, the obelisk. I fucking hate the obelisk. Countless hours just trying to find that Joker and gold sticker it. For some reason, it just wasn't showing up. But yeah, I mean, if you guys would be interested, let me know in the comments if you think I should do a Balatro just retrospective. Because again, it's one of those games that I know like the back of my hand now. I am extremely good at Balatro. I can't say that about a lot of video games. It's dangerous. It's a dangerously addictive game, but well worth it. It's one of the best games I've ever played, and I mean, it's the most played game on my list, so I mean, you know, obviously it stands the test of time. All right, that was my top 10 most played games on Steam. Seeing my game list, if there are games you would recommend that, hey, you would play the shit out of this game. Hey, this game would absolutely crack your top 10 because of what, like, you know, what you like. Please let me know, because I genuinely do love checking out new games. And if a game can really sink its teeth into me, oh, it's the best. So let me know what you guys recommend, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.